Sashi
Buki Juxing Mei Tok Chang Rila Bling Shi Nian De Gyan Pa Li Sangye Shing Du Nik Te Uar Gi Jogun Namda Shing La Chupar Sho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami
Sangye
Chidang Soki Chognam La Changchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunam Ki Drola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chidang Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunamki Drola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chidang Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunamki Drola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho.
Then it passes around. Maybe not.
It is.
It's really good. Uman Yingpale? Is that where we are?
Well, I'm gonna start here.
Okay.
Okay. You wanna read?
Pangja-
impress your lady there.
Pangja Pongsu.
Oh, good.
No pun. Like then J Soki.
By the way, this is two prenasals in a row.
Like then J
Yeah, Lang Den J.
Soki Drupei
Trupe.
Chupei Chupa Pangwar Pego Ne Shakpa
Yeah, good,
Sosoke
okay.
Woi Kapsudang
Cup.
Kap.
Okay. Pangja Pongso, the way in which something undesirable is eliminated, okay? An undesirable quality is eliminated, has been described by
Master Baba Viveka.
and others, okay, as using a mistake to remove a mistake. Okay, using a mistake to remove a mistake, and they use a bei.
An
They
example.
use a metaphor.
A metaphor. Right.
They establish this principle of using a mistake to fix a mistake. They establish this principle through the use of a metaphor. And that applies to Sosakyo Kapsu.
Right.
While you are,
People still on this subject.
Yeah.
Still having the
meaning
emptiness.
while you're not in the direct possession emptiness. So far, this discussion has centered on
Being in the direct
the
perception.
direct possession emptiness and the possibility that you have no state of mind at that time. Okay, so if you did have a state of mind and if it were mistaken, would it be useless?
No, apparently
No,
not.
I think that's the
Not
point.
according to Master Baba
Okay,
Viveka.
that's the point. You know, don't just not say that there's an ultimate state of mind. If there were a mistaken state of mind, it might still be useful. Okay.
Wow.
Something like that. And then I went and got this for you. I got you the quotation by Baba Vivek, and I found it in a book by Jetson Kaba because he explained it. He glossed it. Okay, so
Thank
here
you.
we go. Read this.
The text called Essence of the Middle Way says,
Yeah. Which is written by.
Master Baba Viveka.
Okay, good.
Jita. Sorry. Should I read it?
Yeah.
Jita Ngashi Chakwa Yi. Chakwa Yi.
Lengthen this. Give your listeners a sign that it was a sa. Yi. And they kind of go yi, when they're reading out loud in Tibet. Jita gashi tapa yi. They just want the listener, the student, to know it's instrumental. Okay.
Takpala ni chulshe.
Now, see, you're making this the same as this. This is true. Aspirated, true. Okay. And it's not the same, definitely not the same as this. Drool. D-R-U-L. Drool. Like drooling. Okay.
Drool.
And here you have them together. So if you have a student who has a problem with this, you can use this line.
Drool shay
Drool shay true.
Drool shay true.
Okay.
Tri shing do par. Tri shing do par shepani. Nembo choki shewar gyur. Shepar gyur.
Somebody check the Tengu, okay? It might be Nyempui, I think.
It is. I checked.
Yeah? In the Tengu?
Boy not pay.
I couldn't find boy. Yeah.
Which?
This is what I found.
Oh, that's fine. I should have done it this way.
I didn't check the Tengu. I checked something.
Okay.
This is cool. Jitar, in the same way, so that alerts you that it's a metaphor. You see, in the same way that blah blah blah. Okay. Gashi means some people, some guy. Drapa is scared by something because of their fear. And they think that a takpa,
a rope.
They mistake a takpa, true.
They mistake
for a drool.
And they mistake a rope for a snake.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And they call it a snake. You see what I mean? Oh,
that's the shay.
Yeah, there's a snake. They look at a rope, a coiled rope, and they say, "Oh, look, there's a snake." Then Tishin.
Yeah, that's the coiled root of a tree. I looked it up yesterday. I don't just know that word.
It's this specific tree. Okay. Where the roots on a dark night might look like a snake. Okay.
A lot of snakes.
It's a willow. He says it's a willow tree. Okay. Trishing dog par. So this is a form of the verb betox that she had. Okay. Ndo.
Apply a label.
Yeah, meaning a false label. Okay. You just then you say. You go up you say to the guy, don't be scared. It's not a snake. It's a
tree root.
Yeah, you don't say it's a rope.
It's a tree root.
Okay. Are you correct?
That it's a tree root?
Yeah.
I guess not, because it's a rope.
No, it's a rope.
Yeah, it's a takpa.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
You say, don't be
I wasn't
scared.
getting that.
It's just a tree root. But actually it's a rope. Okay? Does it help the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, got it? Okay? The idea is when you explain the pen to somebody, they are
self-consciously thinking that.
Yeah, they think the words are coming from their own side. They think Geshe Michael's coming from their own side. They even think the pen is coming from its own side. And Geshe Michael's explaining why the pen isn't coming from its own side. Okay, so they are making an error, but it's still fixing their bigger error.
Yeah.
Okay, the small mistake is fixing their big mistake. Okay, got it? It's a cool concept. So don't tell me there's no mind involved with understanding emptiness. Come on. You can even use a mistaken state of mind to understand emptiness. Don't tell me there's no state of mind at all. Which is what he's been saying all this time. Okay. Alright. Nyembe choke shepaja.
A mistake becomes the remedy.
Yeah.
An error fixes the...
The understanding, right? The understanding in his mind that comes up when you call it a
tree root.
When you say, "Oh, that's just a tree root," Nyembichoki, it acts as an antidote, and then they understand. Okay, they understand that they shouldn't be scared. Okay, they're understanding your description, which is wrong. Still acts as an antidote, and then they understand. that it's not a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She tapa kilwa.
Shetapakiwa, the coil of rope.
Yeah, kilwa means coiled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it can refer to the
The rope.
churning of the ocean at the beginning of time by
Mount
Indra.
Mandara. Yeah.
Kilwa. So
Oh, that's cool.
it's also kilwa.
A whirlpool.
The Sanskrit word is mandala.
Yeah.
So the original meaning of mandala was a coil shape, and it's used in pottery. When you use what do you call it?
Coiling.
It's a kind of
Yeah.
pottery.
Yeah, I think it's called a coil.
You use lengths of clay and you build it into it. That's called mandala, and it's a kind of clay oven that was made in ancient India
Kiln.
by mandala. They made the oven in a circle.
Uh-huh.
They still use it in making chapatis in India.
Do you think the word kiln? No. This
Yeah,
is
kilwa. So it
yeah.
became mandala.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Mandala means coil, and a certain kind of earring was called kilwa, mandala. So those are all the, what do you call it? It's connotations of mandala.
Yeah.
Then it became the word for world, and then mundane comes from that. Okay.
Shetapakiwa.
Tapa kilwa la dul tu tongne. They see the.
By having seen the snake?
No, they see the coiled rope duldu,
As a snake.
yeah, as a snake, and then ne, because of that, tapa misspelled.
Fear is born in them.
Yeah, they
They
start.
feel fear.
Yeah, and in normal English we just say they start to feel,
Yeah.
because all these words in Tibetan and Sanskrit for the arising of a thought or arising an emotion, in English we just say you feel. You feel love or you feel concern for all beings. Semke. You don't generate the
Right.
attitude. How do you
It's
feel about
born
your
within
sister?
you.
I generated some concern for her. No, come on, and no, read any translation, and it's full of this stuff, and people don't buy them, and they go out of print, and nobody learns anything. So okay, Drakpa Gebetse, Dishingi Chukma. So I wrote a willow root shoot.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's
Whoa.
Das, I think. I never saw this word.
Uh-huh.
So I looked it up. Chukma, Tamo.
Uh-huh.
It's the end of the root. The finer part of the root.
Okay.
Not the thicker part of the root.
Okay.
Tamo Kilwa.
It's coiled.
Yeah, that's just, Duk means, that's just the coiled
Uh-huh. Oh.
willow root.
Uh-huh.
Shena, if you say it that way to them, okay, J, end of quotation.
Mm-hmm.
If you explain it to them that way. Netsu nu min yang.
Netsu Minyang. They're not going to stay in the fear. I'm thinking.
Idiom for Adam, Netsu.
Netsu.
Netsu means the real way it is.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
way it
Idiom. It's an idiom. Netsu. Okay. The way it really is. Netsu mindu means she thinks that, but that's not the way it really is. Okay. Netsu mindu. It's common colloquial.
Mm-hmm.
The way it lays, literally.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the way it really is. Netsu mindu. Look, that's not the real way it is. Okay. But yin,
Yang.
but
Yeah.
nekapke means in the short term. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so you can say nekap. Nekap means, in the immediate, for the immediate present. In the immediate present? For the time, yeah. In the immediate, in the here and now. Okay. Nekapke, japa,
Fear.
self.
Gets rid of it. Clears it.
Yeah, and how would you say the adjective for
Uh,
clear?
Cleared.
Oh.
Spell it.
C-L-E-A-R.
Spell the adjective like clear light.
Clear. Clear.
No, in Tibetan.
Like, GSAL. Galsalasel. This is the
Okay.
one downfall of
When
looking
there's
at
a
it in Roman.
denbu, when there's an E,
Just-
it's the verb to clear away. When there's no E and it's an A, it's an adjective. Clear light. Okay.
Sorry, which one's the adjective? Gao
Yeah,
sala
yeah.
sel? Okay, so
No,
this is
any E verb. Any E.
Gangbu.
Dengu makes it the verb.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Makes it the verb.
That's a cool
But
rule.
when it's an A, it's an adjective. Normally.
In general.
Okay, easy A and adjective.
Yeah. GSAL, Gao Sala Sel, is clear as an adjective.
Wow.
And when it's
A for adjective.
SEL,
Yeah.
it means the verb to clear away.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tupa.
Able to.
It can. Yeah. It can remove their fear for for now.
For the short term, yeah.
Yeah. In the short term.
Did not realize it's a
Immediate.
rope. Ah.
Shin.
It's like that.
Yeah, he finished. He's alerting you that he has finished his metaphor. Okay, it's like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like
Now, the next sentence I had trouble with, and suddenly I had a breakthrough last night at the kitchen table due to pecan pie.
We better go get some.
He
Yeah,
was, he was baking pecan pie. She gave me a bite, and I was like, "Oh, that's what it is."
I gotta try that. Yeah,
Keep trying over and over.
yeah. Busted. Geshe-la's busted.
So Pangyan,
Uh-huh.
I read it as Pangcha Dang Nyambo.
Things to give up and remedies? No.
Antidotes.
Antidotes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, problems and antidotes.
problems
Okay,
and antidotes.
Problems and antidotes.
Okay, yeah.
Pangcha, what you want to eliminate.
Uh-huh.
And Nyambo. Okay. Then I had trouble with Dunla Drup, and I finally, it hit me. This means Rangune Drup, Demba Drup.
We are
Okay.
denying it could exist in reality?
Yeah, cannot exist. Oh, you just really. So
Damn it.
Dunla Drup for Gyaltsab J here means exist in reality, exist in truth. It's like Denver Drup.
Okay.
If he had said Denver Drup, it would have been immediate that we'd understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But Dunla Drup is an archaic way to say it
Denver
doesn't
Drup.
exist as a thing
Uh-huh.
in reality.
Yeah.
Dunla.
Then
Okay. In real meaning, as a real object.
Wait, so dun is real object here?
Oh, that's a question. I would say really.
Dun is a confusing word. It has so many
Yeah,
meanings.
Dun has so many meanings.
It's Drupa Dudley.
Yeah. Anyway, here it
Meaning.
means in reality doesn't exist. It's similar to the Dun Ki we had. Ki.
Oh, established by.
I
Yeah.
guess.
In reality, what it means is, the wording is this, but Dun Ki, what they're really saying is, okay. So it can mean real.
It's like
Okay.
saying. It's like has a definition of itself.
Yeah.
Has a meaning of its own.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Gopa is how we feel about Dun La Drup.
We're denying it.
Yeah, we deny that problems and their fixes
Uh-huh.
could either one could
Okay.
exist in reality.
Meaning self-existently, is that I heard of it?
Okay.
Yeah, you can say that,
Yeah.
and it's a reference back to the metaphor.
Right.
Mhm.
And in that case, it's not about self-existently.
Yeah,
It just doesn't exist.
Right.
the
Yeah.
perception of the snake
Uh-huh.
doesn't exist self-existently.
Yeah.
Telling them it's a root
Root.
doesn't
Root.
exist self-existently. Okay. Finally realizing it was a rope doesn't exist self-existently. The whole process of eliminating wrong idea about the pen, even the parts of that don't exist from their own side.
Yeah.
The explanation that the pen doesn't exist from its own side also doesn't exist from its own side. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. We are denying that. Gopa Yinki, but Yinki.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Disjunctive.
don't
Yeah.
forget, it's the disjunctive because the last thing, I kind of
Because it comes after the verb.
I kind of artificially
That's right,
split
Bobby.
it. What was the last thing we said here?
That's what we decided.
What? Oh, so kewo kabsu dang.
Yeah, when we're
While
talking
you're
about,
still a so kewo.
before you see emptiness
I think it's a pause I would make. I'm not doing now, Oh, no.
we're
Yeah,
denying,
yeah,
that things can exist. But if you want to get rid of the stubborn,
The seeds.
You know, okay, so
Uh-huh.
for social kieros, for people at a DCI talk, you can use language that they are misunderstanding to prove something that they're misunderstanding.
Okay.
Okay? But if you really want them to stop seeing things coming from the wrong way,
You
you
gotta
have to
teach
get
them.
rid of the seed.
Yeah.
Sabin pong.
By teaching selflessness directly.
No, the only way,
No, they
the
gotta
by
only
seed,
way
by
to get
seed.
rid of the seed is to tong. You gotta see
Seed,
tong,
yeah.
tong good,
You
You
got
gotta
you need to
see-
see.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
and not even
Moonson.
not
The seam directly.
deductively,
See
munsum.
directly.
Not with JPAR,
Yeah.
not with deduction.
Yeah.
Directly, they have to see that there is no such thing. Okay, that there is no self nature.
Self nature.
Instead of,
Yeah.
I like
thought
to
that was
say
interesting,
you have to see that the thing is not itself
too. Uh-huh.
directly. Sometimes I like that.
and he's taking Doc May
Okay,
as synonymous with Dong.
Probably.
Has been stated in Jukta.
The commentary to Umalajuk, but probably Ocean of Reasoning. Just a guess.
I would have to go see, but I didn't even bother to look because all of them say
It
it.
could be Gombarazzo.
It could be Gomaras.
Uh-huh.
It could be the Abi. It could be the auto commentary,
Which
Yeah.
is pretty thin.
which is
Could
quoted a lot.
So I could try to find it.
Mm,
Or don't bother because it says it
He
everywhere.
doesn't say
I can't
Shay.
imagine a text that wouldn't say it.
Right. Yeah.
But you could search for Saban near Muntum de Tong,
Uh-huh.
and I bet you'll hit something.
Right. Probably all of those texts say that.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Couldn't
and
go wrong.
my opinion on footnotes is if it's something like this,
Yeah.
my only responsibility is to go find one.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna
Find
say
every...
there's 6 commentaries that say that, you know, because it's too much. It doesn't help the reader.
It's overkill.
I would go find one.
Oh, it even says Juke Jaw Soap.
Yeah, and in other books.
Yeah.
Okay. And in other. Now this is
I
unbelievable.
mean, if you take tempting, Geshe be tempting in that case to take Judrell as could Drell be plural?
Yeah. The commentaries to...
I doubt it. No. I doubt-
Books such
no,
as-
no.
He means one of those, and we don't know
No,
which. It's probably
the commentary to Majjhima Avatar
and such.
and other such books.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, otherwise they would say Jukbe Sokja or something like
Right.
that. It'd be different.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now he goes off on something that, you know, we have to sit with. I'm not totally, you know. Dembangunto.
Sorry, Geshe, can I just... The whole Kuntusung Pe Cheer. Oh, okay. That's just finishing that. Okay.
It's stated in all those books.
All those books.
Uh-huh.
Commentary to the Majjhima Avatar, etc.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And all of them.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me it's not stated.
So when he goes to find one quotation, even though there's not a Shay here, he's got to pick.
Yeah, he's got to pick something that could be paraphrased this way.
So maybe he could. I mean, the two most likely are Tsongkhapa and Chandrakirti himself, right?
Exactly.
So should
That
we
would be more comfortable.
pick two and only two to cover
And
himself?
since Tsongkhapa's commentary is a commentary on
Chandrakirti.
Chandrakirti, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit it in Tsongkhapa, it comes from Chandrakirti most likely.
Right. And he's like quoting him directly.
And by the way, huge chunks of Gombarab Cell are directly quoted from the auto commentary on the Majjhima Avatar.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Read.
From Dempa? Where were we?
I put you at the top.
Oh, okay.
I try to put you at the top.
Okay. Dempa Ngumpar Topa Kechigma Chik to Sung Pe Cheer. Tanye Pe Loi de la Pakne Per Shedo Shepalayang Nge Jemi Nangwe Shintu Mi Sawe Tiktun La Bepa Chepar Mirik So.
Yeah, okay, wow. Okay,
Bepa. Bepa.
Demba Ngamba Topa, the direct perception of
truth
truth or emptiness
In
is
that
said
moment.
to last only a moment.
Oh, cool.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
cool. Holy moly.
Is said to last only a moment. Okay.
Okay.
Tanepe lo tula bagne per shadow.
The mind, the time. Sorry.
This is, by the way, this is misspelled somehow.
But it's they say or something like that.
Well, it could be BZHED or it could be BSHAD. So check. You have to check accordingly. And it makes a difference. I didn't notice it the first time. There is a word "she," which means for a flower to open.
Oh.
So it's not relevant.
Okay.
Jamyang Shepa. His name means opening flower. A very unusual name. So anyway,
Just writing that down. Okay.
I would say BZHED. I'm betting on BZHED. Okay.
The opening flower one.
No.
Oh.
Accept it.
Yeah, accept it. I
Position.
thought, okay.
Take the position. Okay. As opposed to explained.
Okay.
It's more likely that they left the Dengbua. Okay, Sumbichir. Tani Pitula Bakne. Bak means make an estimation with the mind. J-Bak Sema.
Right.
Okay, good.
Measure.
Like Bak means take the measure, and it implies not precisely. Okay.
Right.
Tanepe lo means
the conventional mind or something.
yeah, you can say conventional is nice. Meaning not in the direct possession emptiness.
Right. Yeah.
Tula. So it's just an estimate, or it's almost like a metaphor. We accept it. We accept that statement as being like a metaphor, which is based on some kind of comparison to the passage of time in a normal state of mind.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Okay, because an Arya has no perception of the passage of time, because the passage of time is not...
It's not the direct perception of empty. It's not
No, it's
ultimate
not
reality.
ultimate.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
said, compared to countless lifetimes, it's just a moment.
Yeah, so when texts talk about the direct perception emptiness being lasting only an instant, they're just saying compared to the billions of years your mind. It doesn't mean it's not literal. Okay. Ngeje mean nangwe. So it's not as though it's a definite measure.
Right.
Okay, Ngeje means fixed
Fixed amount of time.
to 60 milliseconds. Okay.
Right.
Minangwe. It's not gonna. It doesn't mean that. Okay. Minangwe.
It's actually very unclear.
These are Shindu Miso Itsig. These are just general generalisms that are not very clear. Don't waste your time trying to figure them out.
Is that what Maypop?
And yet here we are.
He's telling the other guy, don't bust your brains over these statements. They're just poetic, really.
Right.
Look, the perception entry is only a second compared to the billions of years you've been alive.
It must be
It
1
doesn't
second.
mean it's 1 second. He probably wants to say, since it lasts only a second, you don't have a state of mind. There's not time for a state of mind. You see, like don't go there.
Don't get weird.
Yeah, don't get weird on me, man. Mirik, it's improper to bepache, to make great efforts. Trying to figure out the meaning, tsikten, of the words, which are already totally unclear. They're obscure. So don't bust your brains on it. Okay? Don't go telling me there's no state of mind in the direct possession emptiness because it'll last only a second. There's not time for a state of mind to go. Don't go there. Okay?
It can be a weird
all right?
thing anyway.
I like Dorna because it's usually easy. He's wrapping up. To sum up, to some, okay? To some.
Bless you.
Thank you. To summarize, whatever meaning.
Doing kala zinyam.
Wow.
Nyangsha na lo me pitani jarami jate. You can't even. You shouldn't even use the word. There's no mind around the idea of the direct perception.
That's what I thought he was saying. Yeah.
It's something like very radical. He's exaggerating. He said that word, there is no mind. Those words, that phrase, there's no mind. don't even use it around the words direct perception emptiness, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, like Jarmi supply. You know, don't even, you know, take those words and put them over there. And then over here put the words direct perception emptiness. And don't let them ever meet each other.
Yeah. Not even convention, not even
No,
nominal.
and I don't care what context. I don't care
Yeah.
what I don't care what meaning you think it has. Dun kanla zin. I don't care how you interpret the words no mind. In any way you interpret it, you're stupid. Okay?
Yeah.
Meaning, even if it's
Dun
just
kanla
Tanya.
zin. No matter how you take it. Dun kanla zin. No matter
Dun
how you
kanla,
take the
yeah.
concept, there's no mind. They're all wrong.
Any meaning.
Don't get me there.
Any,
Okay? I don't care how you interpret the word there is no mind.
Okay.
Okay? I don't care. Okay? Moreover.
Again, the Tanya Jarmi,
yeah.
the Tanya
Yeah,
Jar.
don't even never apply this phrase to that experience.
Oh, it's about
Tanya.
Lo mepa.
Lo
Quote,
me
lo
Tanya.
mepa.
Lo me pe Tanya.
Yeah, the words lo me.
Oh, the words.
The words.
Yeah.
Lo me.
Tanya.
Okay,
This
cool.
The words,
expression.
the expression.
That's
There's
the phrase.
no
the
mind.
expression.
Cool.
Don't ever apply that to the direct perception entity. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Lopen Yepse.
Yeah, the master, son, and
Which
father
ones
and
we
son.
talking about?
Probably Nagarjuna and Arya
Question.
Deva.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we're in a book by Nagarjuna.
Oh, yeah, good.
yeah.
Normally it would be Tsongkhapa and his two spiritual sons.
What is
Right.
Joseph J. So
Yeah.
But right now we're in the
It's like me and Kappa think.
Occasionally can be
Yeah, he wouldn't call himself the
the
prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
mu- Gyaltso-je.
And they're Jindam.
And
Accessories?
those who come after them,
Those who follow them.
those who follow
We
them.
had
Okay.
another Jindam recently.
Yeah, accessories to wisdom and the Abhidhamma
Oh, you had
Kosha.
Jindam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the other use of Jindam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's two meanings of the word Jindam. By the way, literally it means to follow after. Jesu Dhamma.
Okay.
And in Abhidhamma, Jindam means just nominal Abhidhamma, not real Abhidhamma, like the books.
In your person
Detop
shoes.
Chachir. Detop Chachir Dintang. Detop Chachir. Detop Chachir. Detop Chachir Kandan Tenju Kan. That's Abhidhamma Kosha. Okay? The things you use to get there and the book are Jindam. They are accessories. We said, like the purse and the belt and the shoes. But the dress is Abhidhamma. You see what I mean? So accessories to Abhidhamma. The direct perception, emptiness, or low self-nature in their school is the dress. And then the accessories are the books and the path that you used to get there. Okay? Things like that. So in your text, Jindam means that. In your text, Jindam means
Those
the
who follow
lineage.
after. Yeah.
The lineage that came after them. And there's another famous Jindam. Depe Jindam and Rikpe Jindam.
Uh-huh.
That's the third famous Jindam. You should do a little Jindam entry.
Yeah.
There's three famous uses of Jindam. Here's one. A high lama and their lineage, their people who, the school who came after them. Abhidhamma, the accessories to real Abhidhamma. And then there's a third famous Jindam. Ripa Jindam, Lumbi Jindam.
Those that follow
Depe
logic
Jindam.
and
Oh.
Depen Jindam.
those
Depe.
that follow text and those who follow
Tepa.
Tepa.
Shraddha.
Those who follow out of
Follow by
faith and those who
faith?
follow
Yeah,
out of
oh,
logic.
he's
That's
my
what I
lama. I believe anything he's saying. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
called Depa Jindam. Ripa Jindam means what he said didn't make sense.
Mhm.
They use logic. Okay, the second are considered more intelligent. Okay, until you get to tantra.
Right.
Okay, Loban Yapse Jindam Dan Chepa. So
They say there is a mind.
yeah, by who is the say in this Yapse?
Probably Arya Deva.
It's only Aryadeva.
Yeah.
So when you say Yapse Sun,
And then we're talking about
it's
two.
Tsongkhapa and his two disciples. When you
Yeah.
say Yapse here, it's just Nagarjuna and Aryadeva,
Okay.
the father and son. Whether Aryadeva was a direct disciple of Nagarjuna, you know,
It's disputed
it's,
by
it's
Western
disputed by
scholars.
Western scholars. It's not disputed in the tradition. Okay, no, yes, Jidam do Chepe, Lo Yepe Tani Jarwe Eche.
They say there is a mind.
Well,
They agree that we can
you know,
say that there's a mind.
No, they have a different expression
Oh.
that they always apply to the direct perception of emptiness.
Uh-huh.
Lo Ye.
There is a mind.
Yeah, then you do have a state of mind.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Oh, they have
So,
a different expression?
Don't you go using the expression, they don't have a mind, anywhere near the direct perception emptiness, please. And by the way, the people who invented this path only use the expression, you have a mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about it'd be really pimp to have a quotation here of Nagarjuna
saying
or Aryadeva saying Loya.
Sure.
I'm sorry, what?
It'd be
Using
really
that expression.
cool to have a quotation here in the footnote of Aryadeva
I don't
saying
think they ever literally said that.
Oh, well, he just kind of said they literally said that.
I'll take a look.
Choke, he said choke.
So,
Well, anyway. Oh, sorry. Now it gets cute. It's hard. Gets up just hard.
Is he gonna move on now?
Say Tendam Chichiki Ripa.
Tendam Chichiki Repa.
Tendam Chichiki Ripa.
Tendam Chichiki Repa.
State of mind operating in ultimates. As opposed to a state of mind operating in nominals. Conventionals. Okay, it means when you're ripping the thing apart and you're trying to find is it self-existent or not. That's called Tendam Chichiki Ripa. Then Tane Chichiki nominal state of mind is okay, it's a coffee cup. You know, I'm just gonna drink it, okay? Don't ask me to analyze it, okay? I'm not analyzing right now. I'm drinking coffee, okay? That's called Tane Chichiki Ripa. Okay, I'm just dealing with nominals and I'm having some coffee, okay? Don't hassle me. Then Tendam Chichiki Ripa is, where's it coming from? What did I do to get it? You know, like that, okay? So now the guy has another opinion. The guy's making one feeble last shot. This is the feeble last shot.
I'm surprised he didn't give up yet.
Oh, they were just talking about reasoning, which addresses ultimates. They were just talking about reasoning, which addresses ultimates.
Okay.
Therefore, detabu chepa micha. You can't think of it. You can't apply all this reasoning you've been doing, which was a non-Arya fixing a problem with a problem.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You can't go there. Okay. Therefore, deta na lo mebe chokya mishago. You can say that, but even from that point of view, you can't establish there's no mind. Okay?
who's talking right now?
Okay, those guys, Aryadeva and Nagarjuna, they were discussing things in an ultimate sense. Okay?
Right.
But I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Tetamija. I'm not examining things in an ultimate. Therefore, I can say there's no state of mind during the direct
no
perception
state of
ultimates.
mind.
You know, I'm not like discussing whether the mind's coming from its own side as a nyembo.
Right, as a remedy.
Yeah, as a, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm just talking in general, okay?
Yeah.
Those guys, Aryadeva and Nagarjuna, they were examining whether it existed ultimately or not. I'm not. I'm just saying in general, okay, nominally, there's no state of mind, okay? I'm not talking, you know, it doesn't exist ultimately or it doesn't exist ultimately. I'm not saying that, okay? You're looking at the state of mind that's seeing emptiness, and they were examining whether it existed ultimately. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just saying in general, you don't have a state of mind right then.
That's weird.
Okay? And then we say that, and we say, Daitana, you can't even establish there's no mind from that point of view.
Right.
Okay, Daitana, you can try, but Kyang, you also can't establish, even from that point of view, that there's no mind there. Forget talking about ultimately.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about ultimately. You're still stupid. You're still wrong. Okay, got it? It's hard. Now a very funny part comes. Very gyatsobje. Okay. Maybe you guys, I'll give you some money if you figure it out. No, I don't want to waste my time. Dendini Shintuka.
This meaning is very difficult.
Yeah, these points are
Very.
are profound.
Uh-huh.
You know, these are tough points.
I
The
think
Gyatso just making a comment to us.
uh-huh.
He said, these are tough points, you know.
Uh-huh.
Deta Chaipa Tsam Yinki.
By understanding them.
You know, I have
For examination alone.
Deta Chaipa Tsam Yinki. You know, I've just given you this little analysis of my own.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Deta Chaipa Tsam. I've just given you this analysis of my own. Disjunctive possessive.
Yingi. Yeah.
But Gakpa Sir Langma Mayente, I'm not just trying to hassle these guys. Okay? I'm not just trying to deny whatever they say. Okay? Sir Len means like without consideration. Usually Sir Len means it means spontaneous, or you know. I'm not just hassling these guys. Okay? I've made some attempted analysis here. And I'm not just lightly blowing them off. It's blowing them off, Sir Len. Okay, I'm not just like blowing them off, you know. But I have to say, these are hard points, and who knows? My own mind is not so clear on it.
Dak lo miso.
Yeah, okay. My own thoughts are not perfectly clear on it, and these are hard things. Okay, so he's kind of apologizing for picking on them. You know, like I've given you my best shot.
He's just expostulating.
I didn't just blow him off.
Yeah.
I tried to think about it carefully, but you know, these are hard things, and my own mind is not totally clear on it.
That's nice after all the
It's
pollen.
yeah. I told V when I got this, I was laughing. She's cooking pies, and I'm laughing. She said, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "This guy just beat this guy up 10 different ways."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Well, you know, maybe he's right." He beat him up for many pages.
Yeah.
And by the way,
last
the
several.
outline is way out of whack. The outline, here's the outline, right?
Right.
It's totally out of balance. He spent a lot of pages on this point. I don't think he's going to do this anywhere else.
There's no space. 60 verses. We're on verse 3.
Yeah, he spent 4A to 6, which is a lot. It's 4 folios he spent on this point. He spent 4 folios, and we spent 6 months on this idea that you have no state of mind during the dark perception emptiness. Okay.
Must have just had a good debate. Guess there's 3 minutes left.
Is he going so far to say that the other guy may be right, or is he just...
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
No, Kenba Kim.
Yeah.
He's just trying to express humility, but he doesn't feel it. Trust me. Trust me. If anything, he's criticizing him again.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm an idiot, right? What would I know?
Yeah.
You know, you're so smart.
Yeah. Just disproved you every possible way. What do I know?
You know, what do I know? Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think he's criticizing more. He seems to be a pretty hot guy. Okay,
It's just a couple minutes left.
now we reached Nyingpa, and I had to go back and find it for you. Okay, point number 2 in the outline. So I went and got it
Wow.
for you.
Thank you for making this
Oh, that's a
outline.
big step.
And I extracted the whole section. Okay.
Oh boy.
We were supposed to, right? Who it is that, well, Tenjun Chodel Kangitopa. Who is it that realizes that the meaning of dependent origination is emptiness?
Oh, this is from earlier in the text.
Way earlier.
Right.
Who is it that understands
Nagarjuna.
that the real meaning of dependence is emptiness?
Right. Oh, this is from his text. Yeah.
And then Yeta Goperikpa. There's 2 extremes.
Yeah. Stopping the extreme view that things exist.
Everything is the way it
The
seems.
reasoning that stops things.
Everything is the way it seems. What's the opposite extreme?
Nothing exists.
Say it more beautifully.
The reasoning. Oh no, sorry. The
Because
belief
if
that
things did exist the way they seem,
They couldn't exist.
I'm sorry.
No.
If they don't exist the way they seem, then they can't exist at all. Okay. Those are the 2 extremes. Either they exist the way they seem, or if they don't, then they don't exist at all. Okay. Now, when you're fighting with a Hinayana school, when you're fighting with the lower school, and the main interest of the lower schools is it yuta or metta?
Yuta. They think yuta. Oh, they want to debate. They pick on us
what
about
do they
metta.
spend most of their time on? Yeah.
Right.
They pick on us about metta.
Right.
So apparently they spend 90% of their time on one of those two extremes. Let's go there. Okay, ready? No.
We gotta wrap up.
Our explanation of who it is that figures out that the meaning of dependent origination is really emptiness. Okay, our explanation of that had two parts.
Right.
First, the actual explanation, which we just finished.
Right.
And then somewhat dambo misspelled, important misspelling. Okay, advice like kadamba. Okay, advice to the reader or advice to the practitioner that they should spend more time working on emptiness. Okay. Instead, okay, like that's what you should focus on. Literally, this then means the habitual reliance upon.
Right.
With the S. Okay? With an R, it just means rely upon. With an S, it means it makes it habitual. The classic occurrence of this verb is
rely on the lama.
Shinyan tensu.
Yeah.
The standing on your lama. It doesn't mean once. It means as a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just give you the two divisions of this one.
Cool.
So we're in the advice that you should spend more time on the emptiness, okay? And he says, Meta gapa shesin tembala jawanam, yuta gapala nyamba dambo. First of all,
explanation of how to recall.
Our refutation of the idea that nothing exists, our refutation of the idea that if emptiness is true, nothing really exists. We're just going to remind you of what we already talked about. One more time, we're going to say, by the way, don't forget, we just got through talking about why it's not true that emptiness means that nothing exists. Okay, we're going to remind the guy.
Again.
Okay, one more time. Okay, what did we just get through finishing? We just got through finishing that just because things are empty doesn't mean they don't exist. Okay?
Yeah.
So we finish, Jambala Jar means get him to remember.
Get him
Glue
to
it to his memory. Okay? That's the first step. Then we're gonna give him advice, Dampa, that he should nyamba, listen, okay, to the refutation that things could exist the way they look to be. Okay? Yuta holds to yata, and that's why you have to pronounce your T's correctly. Okay? Yata holds to yata. Okay? The view that the world is as it seems, yata, holds to yata.
The extreme of existence.
That things do exist.
The
way they seem. Okay?
Why are we listening to one and remembering the other?
Well, we just finished presenting.
Well, we're not going to listen to the first one because we just got through listening to it for a long time.
Right, okay.
So he's just going to, what do you call it?
Review it very quickly.
Yeah, he's just going to quickly say, look, okay, now you didn't forget what I told you yesterday, right? And the guy's like, oh, yeah, okay. And then he says, so now I'm going to teach you something new. Okay, now listen. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is not the teaching, it's just advice to listen.
Right.
Okay. And don't forget, we got a root text in here somewhere.
Yeah.
And you'll be glad to know we're about to hit the third verse.
Halfway through the
On
commentary.
page 35.
The first half of the third.
Yeah,
You're going
to hit the third verse.
61 verse. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Yeah, you are 5% through his verses.
But somehow he's going to cover a whole bunch at once or something.
He's obviously going to do a tupku.
Horse race.
Horse race.
Yeah, later he's going to go into a horse race. Oh my god, I got so many pages and I've only covered 4.
I have to turn this into Chetzankaba by next week.
Next term was Sashi Pugi Jushi Meitodram Virabhingshi Ninde Gempadi Sange Shingdu Mikte Uwargi Drokun Namdak Shingla Juparshok Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami Gewadi Gewokun Sunam Yeshe Tok Tok Shing Sunam Yeshe Lejuwe Dampar Kunyi Dopar Sho